with the questions of research aptitude and that of 2019. And let's see our first question. So the first question is, which among the following is not related to qualitative research? Option A, thematic analysis, B, case study, C, discourse analysis, and D, survey method. And we have seen the different types of quantitative and qualitative type of research. And it is very clear that survey method, which take the data, collect the data in numerical format, is that what is not related with the qualitative research. It is completely type of quantitative research. So it is the question is not related to qualitative research. So it is definitely survey method. And we are very sure about case study, thematic. Thematic itself says it is in the format of text. And discourse analysis all are part of qualitative research. And survey method is the only one that according to this given which represent the quantitative research. Moving on to the second question. Arrange the steps of research in the sequence in which they are presented in the thesis. So this is regarding the steps of research. It is given in a different format. Again, anyway, these are the process of research. A, discussion. B, review of literature, result, conceptual framework, and problem. B, review of literature, problem, conceptual framework, result, discussion. C, problem, review of literature, conceptual framework, result, discussion. D, problem, conceptual framework, review of literature, result, discussion. Anyway, we are very sure how the sequence begin. Anyway, we have to start with the identification of a problem. This itself will delete option A and option B. Now C and D we have to go and check. Then comes the review of literature. Yeah, that is true. And the hypothesis test, the formation of a hypothesis is not given in the given option. Then comes the conceptual framework. What is the conceptual framework? That is the research design itself. The conceptual framework is the study design and the sample design which brings together the research design. So it is a description regarding it. It is the conceptual framework. So then comes the result. When we will have a data collection which has been not given in any of the option. Then comes the data analysis. Finally, we will get the result, and finally, we will have the discussion. So definitely, option C is the right answer. No, we don't want to go to the option D. See, option D, what happens? It is problem, then comes from conceptual framework, but review of literature should come before. And this is regarding the presentation of thesis. So you can even even if you know the steps in the research itself, it is easy to identify. So it is C is the right answer for this question. Moving on to the third question. Collect data using theoretical sampling until theoretical saturation is achieved. This sentence only describes what is grounded theory. So what is grounded theory? Here the researchers collect data using theoretical sampling until theoretical saturation is achieved. So this is a type of research and this is known as grounded theory. So from one question itself you can study a new topic. So please, that is why we are again and again doing the previous year questions. And you can even find out the areas which you missed while you're taking the revision or you are studying an entire syllabus. Again, yeah. This process can be summarized in the following sequence. Finally, what they only wanted to know the sequence included in the grounded theory. And they have also taught us what is grounded theory. And let's see what are the given options. Option A, sample theoretically decided, collect data, analyze data, theoretical saturation. B, general research question, collect data, sample theoretically decided, analyze data, theoretical saturation. C, sample theoretically decided, general question, collect data, theoretical saturation. Option D, general research question, sample theoretically decided, collect data, analyze data, theoretical saturation. So again, similar to the previous question, we know that anyway, what kind of research, it should start with a research problem, research question. So anyway, we can avoid option A and option C, which doesn't begin with a general research question. So let's check what it says in B. Research, general research question, collect data, sample theoretically decided. But that itself shows after research design, through which in the sample design you choose your sample, then only you go for collection of data. So this is a wrong option. So from that itself you can avoid option B also. So the final right answer is option D. First we will start with the general research question, then sample theoretically decided, then that is what happened, which is the stage, that is the conceptual framework, that is your sample design or your research design. Then you will collect the data, then you will analyze your data, then you will come to a theoretical saturation point. So these are the steps included in the grounded theory. So from this question you have learned what is grounded theory and what are the steps included in it. Moving on to the fourth question. Which among the following characteristics are responsible for transgression of ethical principles in research? So what are becoming harmful, which are which are against the law of ethical principles in the research? That is the question. Option A, harm to the participants. B, lack of informed consent. C, not greeting the participants after the experiment is over. D, asking difficult questions. So from the very, it's a very open question. Even if you are not aware about the ethical principles or the word or the in the given the format, if you are not aware also, it's very easy to we can avoid certain funny options and you can go with the right option. And it's very clear that any research question, whenever you are going to collect data, or it should be confidential in nature, and you have to convince the participant, or you have to get the proper consent from that. You have to describe for what purpose their data is collected, how it will be handled, who will be handling, how it will be represented, whether their privacy will be violated or not. So you have to get a proper consent from them. There shouldn't be, that means there shouldn't be any harm to the participants. So that is one of the major principle or the major ethical principle in research. No harm to any of the people, and do good and no harm. That are the basic ethical principles included in the research ethics. And lack of informed consent. We have to clearly tell and make them sure that for what purpose, why they are collecting, to whom this data will be handed over, who will be working with the data, and how the result and how this data will be utilized. Every clear information should be sent to them, and you have to get the consent after that. So, and lack of informed consent will definitely transgress the ethical principle of research and harm to participants. No harm to participants are the major idea behind the ethical principles in research. So definitely the answer is option A and B, that is option given option D. Moving on to the fifth question. Identify the test from the list given below which are maximum performance tests in the context of research. A, personality test. B, projective personality test. C, achievement test. D, attitude test. E, intelligence test. And F, aptitude test. And which is all regarding the maximum performance test. Performance itself test, it is all about your cognitive ability. It's not regarding your attitude or behavior. It's all about your cognitive ability, which is highly related to your intelligence and achievement. So that is very clear. From this itself, you can directly go with maximum performance test. That performance cannot be measured over your attitude or your personality, but it is consistently totally regarding your cognitive abilities. So we have to only choose those options. Therefore, the right answer will be option C, that is achievement test. Then E, intelligence test, and F, aptitude test. All are regarding your cognitive ability. Please see all other options: personality test, projective personality test, attitude test. All are regarding your social abilities or your attitude, which are not something to do with your performance things. Performance is regarding your ability, cognitive ability. So the right answer is C, E, and F, and that is in option C. Yeah, that's all for today. So even if you're not listening, if you're not preferring to listen to the live streaming, so please do pause your video while you're doing and try to answer yourself. So, and finally continue and find out why this answer is correct, why your answer went wrong, and please do or follow that pattern also. Okay, thank you. That's all for today.